everyone, Denise here from Sewlimitless, and in today's video I am going to share with you 5 things that I love about this pattern, McCall's 7018. So let's get started. First of all, welcome back to the channel. If you are returning, if you're new here, then hi, my name is Denise, and today I want to talk about this pattern. It's McCall's 7018. A little while ago I showed you a picture of a project that I wanted to do something similar. It was a shirt that I found online, it was advertised, whatever, and I saved that photo, and I'll show you that also. But I wanted to use that picture basically to inspire something that I could make myself. Now, this is not a copy of that, obviously, as you can see. I don't have striped fabric and all of that kind of thing, but my goal was to use something that I had and to make something similar. Sometimes you see these photos and they can inspire an idea, and that is what I went with. So this is what I created from that inspiration photo. But one of the first reason is that I love this pattern is that it is for knits. Now, I don't know if you've ever sewn with knits before. I sew with knits a lot. I love using knit fabric because it is so comfortable. It's easy to wear, it's easy to sew, and it's easy to care for. I can just throw things in the washer and dryer and I don't have to worry about it. It's just a very comfortable fabric to wear. So that is the first reason that I really love this pattern, is because it is for knits. The second reason I really love this pattern is that it is easy to sew. Now, this one is rated easy, right, as you can see that right here. Now, if you have made a t-shirt before, you can make this pattern. If you've not made a t-shirt before, or even if you have not sewn with knits, you can make this pattern. They give you a lot of information in the instructions, so you have a lot to go with just from looking at the pattern. I think it's just a pretty easy pattern to work with, and it's a good jump start if you're new into the knit sewing world. So that's reason number 2. Now, the third reason I would love this pattern is that there are enough options that you can use on here to really customize a look and mix and match different views. So you've got looks like a 3/4 sleeve, a shorter sleeve. This one that I made is long sleeve, and it also has a view with tabs on it, like you would sew the tabs on the inside, so you can roll it up, roll the sleeves, and then close it so that the sleeves stay scrunched up. So you've got that option, but you also have some different collar options. So you can really mix and match these different views in order to get the kind of a look that you want. Now, this pattern is from 2014, but it is available online. There are different sources for it. I believe it's on Amazon. It is on eBay and Etsy, I believe, as well. But if you have this pattern, which I know a lot of you do because some of you commented that you have it and never used it. I've had this for years, and this was my first time using this pattern. Like I said, there's different options and you can really get the kind of a look that you want with it. Now, my fourth reason is a little different. I have seen this. You can hack this pattern to make a Henley top. So with the Henley top, it is closed up. Like you'll have a placket that may only have like maybe 5 buttons at the top, but then this portion down here is going to be closed. So I have seen this. I've not done it, but I have seen people who have used this pattern in order to create a Henley top. So that is another reason to to use this pattern, because you can make other styles of tops from it. So that's reason number 4. Now, my fifth and final reason that I really love this pattern is that it is a good way to use up some knit fabrics that you might have. like I did here, I had the polka dot. Now this is a dark navy blue with white polka dots. I have this, which is a slightly lighter color, but solid navy blue. And then I have the white. It's actually kind of a cream colored knit. It was one of those that I found in those Joann bins where they have the fabric remnants, and it was like super cheap. So that's why I had that. So I have had enough to use 3 different fabrics, and that's what I did with this. Now let me show you the back of it. So for the back, it's just the solid blue that I did for the biggest part, because that was the largest piece of fabric that I had was this one. And as you can see, this is just the sleeve. This is the other sleeve here is solid blue. One is polka dot, and then the yoke in the back is the solid ivory color. So having this, and I did a high-low hem with mine, which is one of the views. I believe it is view E, which is this one here. You can do a high-low hem, which is the one that I made there. Now, for mine, I did not really change anything, but one thing I did do was I added an additional button at the top, because otherwise the button starts here. And for me, it was just a little too much. It would show too much cleavage for me. So I did add the additional button up here. Otherwise, you only need 4 buttons if you're not going to put in an additional button on at least for this particular view. So that's like something that's really easy to manage there. But that was the only change that I made. I actually thought I was going to have to change the size or add do a full bust adjustment. I did not. I think it fits just fine, and it is really comfortable. Fits well in the shoulders and the arms, and the bust and everything works. It looks really nice and is very comfortable because, like I said, it's knit. So that is one of the reasons that I like this one. I went with this collar, sort of the stand collar. I think that the next time I would like to do, they have more of a traditional type of collar. I would like to try that one next time, but this is definitely a pattern that I would use again. I could do a solid. In fact, I do have a piece of stretch velvet that I think something like this would be really pretty for the holidays. And like I said, this came together very quickly. It was probably, I worked on it over a day, so probably a couple of days total that I really worked on this pattern, but it comes together pretty quickly. It's one of those things you could just take your time and put it together. If you've never done buttonholes, don't worry, because most of the machines will have the automatic buttonhole foot, and they do have a buttonhole for knits. In fact, I believe this is one of the first times that I've actually used that particular buttonhole. So it's supposed to give it a little more stretch when you have a knit fabric and you're gonna add buttons to it. So anyway, that was that. So basically, that is it. Those are my 5 reasons that I really love this pattern, McCall's 7018. If you have any questions or comments about this particular project or sewing knits, please leave them down below. Go ahead, give the video a thumbs up, and also consider subscribing to my channel. I thank you all for watching. I appreciate your time. Take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.